Well, our class tonight is going to be not too energetic. It's going to be hopefully quite a relaxing one. We're going to take it quite gently to start us off in the new year as the way we mean to continue. So we're going to start off sitting. So you look like you're very comfortably cross-legged at the moment as it is. I'm just going to take a swig of water. And coming to your comfortable seated pose. I'm not sure if anyone else is joining us today. Caroline said she might. Other people. So Valerie's at the concert hall in Vienna enjoying herself. So starting off, we'll just do a little bit of knee warming up. You can close your eyes to start. You're not going to need them for a few minutes. And then reversing direction. Just massaging and then coming up your thighs, just along the top of your thighs and to your hips. Give your hips a little rub. And then coming behind you to your glutes, your lower back. And then just give a little wiggle out of the lower back, just easing everything. Nice. And just let your hands rest on your knees, palms facing upwards. On your next inhale, squeeze your shoulders up, squeeze, and as you exhale, just let them drop. Inhale, squeezing them up, and exhale, drop. One more time. Inhale, squeeze, and drop. Gently turn your head, dropping your right ear towards the right shoulder, stretching out the left neck, and inhaling to center. Exhale, left ear towards left shoulder. Inhale to center, back over to the right. Maybe bringing the right hand just over by your temple, by your left temple, to extend the stretch, and maybe extending left hand long out to the side. Feeling the stretch down the neck and into the top of the shoulder, down the arm. Breathing deeply. And then gently releasing, bringing hands back, palms facing up on the knees. Dropping left ear to left shoulder. Sticking with this, or bringing left hand over to the right temple. Hi, Caroline. Stretching out, and perhaps bringing the right arm into it, extending the right arm long, reaching the fingers to the mat and keeping the breath flowing. Enjoying the little neck stretch. And then gently releasing, bringing the head upright. On your next inhale, lifting up out of the sacrum, turning to gaze over the right shoulder. Only the head moving, everything else stays facing forwards. And back to center and looking over the left shoulder. Inhaling to center, keeping your right hand on right knee, bringing your left hand onto the right knee, getting the lift up out of your back, holding on to right knee with left hand behind you, and twisting to look over the right shoulder. On every inhale, getting the length in your spine. Every exhale, maybe squeezing the right shoulder back a bit, turning the head a little bit more. Breathing deeply, long, slow inhales and exhales. And then on your next inhale, keeping your body exactly where it is, just turning your head to look over the left shoulder, turning your eyeballs to look out of the left corners. Keeping the breath moving. Keeping everything as it is, just start to release your right hand up behind you, palm facing up, holding on to right knee with left hand as you come into a fold. A side bend, bringing the right arm up overhead, looking underneath the right arm. Feel the stretch down the right side body. And inhaling, coming back up, resetting on the other side. Left hand to left knee, right hand next to it. Inhaling, length into the spine, and then left hand behind you, close to your hips, palm flat, and then twisting to look gently over to the left. As you inhale, lifting up out of the spine, out of the sacrum. As you exhale, left shoulder coming behind you. Inhale, length into the spine. Exhale, maybe turning the head a fraction more. Keep the breath moving. Keep everything as it is, and just gently turn your head to look over the right shoulder. Turn your eyeballs to gaze out the right corner of the eyes. Keep that length in the spine. And as you inhale, left arm reaching out, lifting up, turning the gaze to look under left armpit as you come to a side bend. Breathing deeply. Relax your shoulders. And on your next inhale, lifting left arm up, bringing hands down either side. Right hand presses into the mat, fingertips pointing forwards. Left arm reaching out, palm is up. As you inhale into the lift and exhale, fold. Inhaling up and exhaling, coming deeper into the fold. Keep both hips firmly pressed into the ground. Inhale up one more time and exhale, coming deep, deep stretch down the left side body, looking underneath the left armpit. Breathing in the pose. And exhaling. And on your next inhale, lifting up, left hand coming down, right arm extending. Left fingers forward as you inhale up, get the lift. As you exhale into the bend, looking underneath your armpit. Inhaling, coming upright. Exhale, get that stretch down the right side body. Inhaling upright and exhale, coming into the fold. Feel that stretch all down your right rib cage, into your waist, down into the hips. Looking underneath the right arm. Deep breaths in and out. And on your next inhale, coming upright, bringing your hands into heart center. Drawing the thumbs against your breastbone, shoulders coming up, back and down. Inhale, lifting your gaze. As you exhale, interlace fingers, press the palms away from you, chin to chest. C-shape your back, seated cat. Inhale, arms come up, gaze reaches up as you arch your back, curving, reaching up. And exhale into seated cat, chin to chest. Press the palms away. Inhale, lift the arms, lift the gaze, pull the shoulders away from the ears. And exhale, seated cat pose, chin to chest. Releasing the bind, spread your fingers wide, bringing your arms out to the side, bringing your hands behind you, interlace your hands, squeeze the shoulder blades as you inhale up. And as you exhale, hinging from the hips, don't curve your spine, keep your back as straight as you can, coming into a fold, lifting the arms up as high overhead as you can go. Inhale, lifting your belly as you come back upright. Keep squeezing the shoulder blades together as you exhale, fold. We're going to do this 3 times, perhaps coming a little deeper each time. Inhaling upright, keep pulling the shoulder blades behind you, lifting the head to gaze up. As you exhale, last time, folding forward, arms lifting overhead. And pulling your Uddiyana Bandha up and in as you lift back up. Releasing the hands, bringing hands to knees, giving your shoulders a little roll. And reversing direction. Nice. Beautiful. Bringing your hands in front of you, rolling over your knees, onto your knees, and setting up in your tabletop. Extending right leg long. Walk the toes in slightly, press the heel away from you. Take a little rock backwards and forwards. Make sure hands are under shoulders, fingers spread wide. Sliding left hand long along the mat till you can't reach any further. On your inhale, drawing your arm up, your leg up, press the heel away. As you exhale, bring elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthening. Press the heel away, reach the fingers. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, long. Press that heel away, pull the toes towards you, reach the arm, and exhale, elbow to knee. And replacing hand and knee to the mat. Stretching on the other side. Left foot long behind you. Press the heel away. Take a little rock backwards and forwards. Engage that core, strong core as you slide right hand along the mat till only the little finger is touching. On your next inhale, draw the belly button up and in as you reach left leg, right arm. Press the left heel away from you. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. As you exhale, elbow to knee. Inhaling long, press that heel away from you. Pull toes towards you. Exhale, crunching in. And coming long. We're going to do it one more time as you exhale, elbow to knee. And releasing hands and knees to the mat. Taking a little sway, a little drawing circles over the hips, coming backwards, out to the side, forwards and round, drawing nice circles. I'm feeling this in my wrists today. I haven't done yoga for a couple of days and I already feel it. And then changing direction, painting circles with your hips. Nice. And then coming to a still pose, hips over knees, knees hip width apart. Start walking your hands forward as far as they will go, comfortably go. Spread your fingers wide and release your forehead, your chest to the mat. Puppy dog pose, keep the hips lifted. Maybe creep the fingertips forward a tiny bit more. Try to relax the tops of your shoulders. Breathing deeply. One more deep breath in. And long exhale. Pressing into your hands, walking them back towards you, resetting in your tabletop pose. Tucking your toes, which is going to lift the knees and hover a tiny bit. So spread your fingers wide, hands under shoulders. Draw your Mula Bandha up and in. Engage your Uddiyana Bandha and then release by about 50%. Keep that core engagement as you press into hands and toes and lift your knees. Only 2 centimeters. Neck is long. Gazing down to your mat. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Lengthen the neck. Relax your face. Relax your jaw. Lower the knees. Flatten your feet. Keep your hands where they are. And just lower your hips towards your heels. Lower the forearms, the elbows, your forehead. And take a little breather in Balasana. Breathing deeply. Enjoying that stretch on your lower back. Relax your shoulders. And then extending your arms really long. Creep your fingertips forward as far as they will go, so elbows are lifted. Lift your forehead off the mat, tucking your toes and inhaling up to your crouching dog. Pedaling out one leg at a time, pressing one heel and then the other towards the mat, stretching out the hamstrings. Welcoming in the new year. Stretching and then coming to your still dog. As you inhale, coming up onto the tips of your toes, up onto your toes, shifting your weight forward, coming into your plank. Walk the toes in a fraction, press the heels away, lift the kneecaps, the fronts of the thighs. Inhale, press into the hands, lift the hips up high, coming back up to your toes. Exhale, lower the heels. Inhale to toes, shifting your weight forward, coming to your plank. Press the heels away. Keep those hips lifted. Inhaling up onto toes. Exhale. Lower the heels. One more time. Onto your toes. Shift your weight forward. Shoulders over wrists. Pull the belly up and in. Press the heels away from you. Lower your knees. Flatten your feet. And again, lift your hips up and down towards your heels. Keep the elbows lifted, arms are long, forehead to the mat. Keep pulling your hips towards your heels. You'll feel strong arms, strong shoulder engagement. Keep fingers spread wide. Keep pressing your glutes towards your heels. Relax your face. Breathing deeply. Now pull your shoulder blades down and in behind your upper back. Tuck your toes and inhaling up into downward facing dog. Lift the hips and lower the heels as you exhale. Keep pressing into the hands. Feel that lovely, lovely back stretch. Hamstrings, heels, feet, all your body engaged. Nod your head yes. Shake your head no. Nod your head yes. Today's class is all about being positive. Thinking about the good things we have ahead of us, the adventures. And then slowly walking your feet towards your hands. Coming into Uttanasana at the top of your mat. Deep fold. Bringing your nose down towards your knees. Give your shoulders a little gentle shake. Give your hips a little gentle shake. Nod your head yes. Shake your head no. And finish on a positive yes head nod. Pull the belly up and in as you start to roll up your spine, arms and head hanging heavy. Keep the belly pulled up and in as your spine becomes upright, arms reaching out, reaching up, a kiss and into heart center. Really nice. Inhale, lifting up, taking a little back bend, pull the belly up and in. Spread your fingers wide as your arms come down and you hinge into your Uttanasana. Keeping your legs as straight as you can. We want nice long hamstrings. Inhale, halfway lift to your fingertips. And exhale, folding, stepping the right foot back, the left foot back, coming into your plank. Lower the knees. Rotate the elbows, hinging forward, chest and chin to the mat. Inhale into your cobra. Tucking toes, pressing via the knees and lifting up, downward facing dog. Couple of big breaths here. Keep lifting the hips. Keep pressing into your hands to get your chest between your upper arms. And on every exhale, lower the heels a little bit more. Focus on the breath. On your next inhale, right foot forward, left foot forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, long neck. Exhale, fold. Keep the knees soft as you reverse swan dive up. Pull the belly up and in as your hands kiss. And hands into heart center. Take a deep breath here. Exhale through the mouth. Relax your shoulders. Keep the belly pulling up and in as you inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Relax your shoulders. On your next inhale, our hands, palms pressed together as you reach up, taking a little back bend. Separate hands, swan dive to the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Stepping or jumping back to your plank. Knees, chest and chin or Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhaling cobra or up dog. Take a look over one shoulder and the other shoulder. Coming via the knees or over the toes to downward facing dog. Press into the hands, get those hips up really high. Exhale, lower the heels, get those back muscles in on the action. Draw your shoulders in and down. Strong, strong yogis. Gaze is forward, bending the knees, stepping or jumping to your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bring your hands as flat as you can. Get your legs as straight as you can. Pull the belly up and in as arms reach out. Reach up. Little back bend and hands to heart center. Inhale, lifting up, little back bend. Make sure your feet and knees are together as you come into your chair pose. Utkatasana. Reaching with the arms, pull the shoulders away from the ears. Let's have a look at your all beautiful poses. Nice. Drop the hips a bit lower, Joe. Yeah, there you go. Reach the hands a bit higher, Becky. Nice. Hands into heart center. Left elbow over right knee, coming into a little twist. Press against that knee, draw that right shoulder back as you turn to gaze behind you. Keep squeezing the knees together, the feet together. And coming back to center, coming to the other side, right elbow, left knee. Draw that left shoulder up behind you, turning to gaze up to the ceiling. And breathe, don't hold your breath. And releasing to center, coming into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, stepping or jumping back to your plank. Left hand under left shoulder, flipping the feet, coming up into a side plank. Bringing your left knee down if you're feeling a bit fragile this evening. Lifting that hand a little higher. Draw that right shoulder back behind you a bit more, Joe. I've got you in my perfect line of vision, Joe. Sorry, you're going to get all the comments. And coming to the other side. Right hand under right shoulder. Left hand reaching up, lift the hips. Draw that left shoulder behind you somewhat, squeeze it. Activate all your right side muscles. Strong pose. And left hand coming back down, resetting in your plank. Press the heels away. Lift the kneecaps, lift the front of the thighs. Pull your belly up and in. Press really hard into your hands. Get those shoulder muscles active. And Chaturanga Dandasana, bending the elbows, sliding them down your rib cage as you lower to the mat. Inhaling. And dropping the knees wide on the mat, big toes together. Hips to heels, lowering your forehead, your arms. Taking a relaxed, wide-legged child's pose. Keep the breath flowing. Draw your shoulders away from the ears. Squeeze your shoulder blades in behind you. Tuck them in. Keep the upper back active. And on your next inhale, keep your forearms on the floor, just sliding them forward and then releasing your legs, your hips, coming into your Sphinx pose. So elbows under shoulders, forearms like train tracks, fingers spread wide. As you inhale, press the hips into the mat, just lifting your gaze, pull your shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, lifting your gaze, but don't scrunch the back of your neck. Exhale, keep pressing your hips into the mat. Next time, if your back's feeling fine, lifting the elbows, pressing into the palms, hips are going to lift. Be very gentle with yourself. Rotate the elbow creases forward as you lower. And chin to chest. Inhale, lifting up. So good for your back, but do be careful. Rotate elbow creases forward as you exhale, lowering chin to chest. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Releasing. Tucking your toes, we're going to come into a forearm plank. Lift those hips. Squeeze your core. Walk your toes in the tiniest bit so you can really press your heels away. Squeeze your kneecaps and the fronts of your thighs. And then one hand, two hands, and we're up into a full plank. Lifting up, press the heels away. Walk those toes in so you can really stretch out the sole of your foot by pressing the heels away. Inhale, lift the hips. Coming to a downward facing dog, pressing hard into the hands. Weight is on the left foot as right leg lifts up high. Lifting up high. And then sweeping right foot between your hands and coming up, setting up for a warrior one. So imagine train tracks rather than a tightrope, hips forward, shoulders forward. Micro bend the front knee the tiniest bit to really protect that knee. Make sure your hips are facing forward, shoulders aligned over hips, and then just bending that front knee and straightening a couple of times, gauging how it feels. Just gently, gently coming into it and eventually coming down. Make sure the back foot, the back edge of your back foot is pressing into the mat as your arms lift up and gaze lifts. Reach the hands higher but pull the shoulders away from the ears. Straighten that back leg the teeniest bit, Becky. Keep reaching with the arms. And then straighten your front leg, bringing your hands behind you, interlace your fingers, squeeze your shoulders together. We're coming into a humble warrior. So reach your interlaced fingers behind you, squeeze the shoulder blades, the tiniest micro bend in the front knee as you come down, and then starting to bend the knee a bit more as you come down, bringing your right shoulder inside left knee, releasing your head, arms coming overhead. Nice. Caroline, can you straighten your arms the teeniest bit? Nice. Keep the breath moving, don't hold your breath. And then pressing into that front foot, squeezing the right glute as you lift yourself back up. Straightening the front leg, arms creeping behind you as you take a little back bend, looking up. And releasing your hands, giving everything the tiniest little shake. Hands either side of the front foot, stepping back to your plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhaling cobra or up dog. Meeting in downward facing dog, pedaling it out. And then weight is on the right foot as left leg lifts up high. Really lift it up, but lower your right heel at the same time. And then sweeping left foot between your hands, coming up, warrior one on the other side. So have your legs on your train tracks. Front leg, teeniest micro bend. Lift the kneecap, hips and shoulders nicely forward. Bring your elbows back, squeeze your shoulder blades together first of all. And then bending and straightening. Maybe moving your front foot forward a little bit on the mat to extend the distance, the length between your legs. Feeling you can go a little bit deeper into the pose. And then coming into the full pose, straightening that back leg. Inhaling, lifting arms, shoulders away from ears. Grasping that massive beach ball, little finger curling around slightly. Lifting the arms up, lifting the gaze, shoulders away from the ears. And then releasing arms behind you, straightening the front leg a little bit, squeeze those shoulder blades together, engage your Uddiyana Bandha, lifting the belly up and in, squeeze shoulder blades together, and as you come forward, bending the knee, and coming left shoulder inside right knee, humble warrior on the left side. Bringing those arms up as high as is comfortable for you. Can you lift them the teeniest bit more, Joe? Nice, Becky, amazing. You're so flexible on your shoulders, fantastic. And breathing in the pose. On your next inhale, pressing into the front foot, lifting up, releasing. Hands either side of the left foot, stepping back to your plank. Chaturanga Dandasana, hovering at the bottom. Inhaling cobra or up dog. Rolling over, meeting in downward facing dog. Oof. Press into the hands, lift those hips. Up onto your tiptoes, really come forwards. And then exhale, release the heels, stretching out the foot. Breathing in the pose. And gazing forward, bending the knees. We're going to take a jump, so our feet are outside our feet, coming into a squat. So gazing forward, jumping forward, and coming straight into our squat. Bringing the knees out nice and wide, getting the length in the spine, nice straight spine. Really nice, everybody. And just close your eyes, relax into the pose for a couple of moments. Feel hips sink deeper. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Spine nice and straight. Really nice. And then I'm just going to swivel around so I can see you. We're going to come into the bind that we did. I can't remember if it was the last class or the class before. So keeping those knees nice and wide, bringing your right hand down. Extending left arm up, gazes up towards the hand. stretching up, reaching up. And then left hand comes behind you, right arm creeping around, fingers meeting possibly, and then turning to gaze up towards the left. Squeeze that left shoulder behind you, keep that left knee nice and wide. Really nice, everyone. And breathe. One more deep breath in. And long exhale. Releasing the bind and resetting in your squat. Really nice. Left hand to the mat. Right arm reaching up, looking up towards the hand. And then right arm behind you. Left arm coming round the leg. Hands meeting behind you. Squeeze that right shoulder open, turning to look up to the right. Keeping the knees wide open. And breathe. And slowly, slowly releasing the bind. Bringing your arms back in front. And again, just taking a breather in the squat pose. Relaxing. Any knee pain or knee issues at all, just come to sitting on your bottom. Otherwise, staying in the pose for another couple of breaths. And then releasing, bringing your hands behind you, lowering your hips, bringing your feet to the mat, bringing your arms underneath your knees, hug the knees in close, just lower your forehead to your knees, relax your shoulders. Let your spine elongate in the bend. And on your next inhale, lifting your head, bringing your arms out from underneath you, taking hold of the right big toe and extending the left leg long, extending the right leg as straight as you can get it. Press the heel away and right arm reaches behind you in your twist. Nice, lift that leg a tiny bit higher, Joe, can you? There we go, nice. Reach that right arm behind you, squeeze your right shoulder blade behind you. Turn your eyeballs more to the right. Keep that left foot flexed and active. And as you release, bring your right hand to your right foot. Press the heel away and left arm comes behind you as you twist over to the left. Squeeze that left shoulder blade in behind you. Nice. And releasing. Bending right knee. Just bring your right arm to the outside and the foot into the crook of your left elbow. Give that baby a little rock. I've been doing a lot of baby cuddling over the last few weeks. I'm getting quite good at it. So just hugging it in, lifting the knee a little bit higher perhaps. Really bringing the foot up a little bit higher perhaps. There you go, Becky, nice. You'll feel it down the back of the thigh and into the glute, into the hip. But it should feel quite nice. And let's just give it a go. I think, Joe, last time you managed to get this pose, so we'll just give it a little try. So bringing the right shoulder underneath the right knee, as high as it will go, like a handbag over the shoulder. And then right hand comes down to the mat. Squeeze your right shoulder with the knee. And then maybe crossing your feet, if that's going to be more comfortable. Lifting up onto your hands and maybe lifting your feet. My knee's already slipped. Nice, Joe. My knee slipped off my shoulder. And releasing. Releasing everything down and just give your legs a little bit of a shake. It's such a strong pose, but I don't do it often enough. I should try and feature it more often. So we'll have a little setup on the other side. So bending left knee, right hand to left foot, extend the heel away from you. Flex right foot, left hand reaching behind you into your twist. Draw that left shoulder back, turn your eyes to look out of the left corner. Press both heels away from you. Make sure you're sitting as upright as you can, pulling the belly in. And then left hand taking left foot, right arm reaching behind you, twisting, Keep both toes pulling towards you, flexing the feet. Breathe, squeeze that right shoulder blade. Turn your eyeballs to look out the right corner. And bringing left leg in. Bringing the right foot to the right, left foot to the right elbow crease. And rocking that baby. Lifting the leg so it's as parallel to the ground as you can get it. Squeeze the knee up towards the left armpit into the left chest side. And just enjoy a little rock. And then holding onto the foot, hooking it over your shoulder. I find this side a bit easier, maybe because I'm left-handed. Bringing left hand to the ground, right hand to the ground, and maybe crossing at the ankles as you lift. A little rock, a little sweep. And releasing down. I think, Joe, you're left-handed as well, aren't you? Yeah, we lefties have to stick together. Bringing your legs out in front of you, just give them a little bash. Nice. And then hugging the right knee into the chest, just hugging it in tightly, holding onto the knee with the left arm, bringing right hand behind you and turning into a twist to gaze over your right shoulder. Keep that left foot flexed. Breathe. Really squeeze that right knee into the chest. Squeeze the right shoulder blade behind you. And releasing. Bringing left knee into the chest, hugging it with the right arm. Flex that right foot, left hand behind you as you twist to gaze over the left shoulder. Pull the belly up and in. Draw that left shoulder blade behind you. Breathe. And releasing, bringing the soles of your feet together. Drawing your feet in as close as is comfortable for you. Interlace your fingers underneath them. Draw the knees down. Flap those butterfly wings. Enjoying the inner thigh stretch. And then bringing your knees together about halfway down your mat. Hands behind the thighs as we lift up into Anavasana boat pose. Really press the knees and the feet together. Lift the arms. Keep that core strong. Keep your back as straight as you can. Lift the feet a tiny bit more, Joe. That's it, perfect. Nice. Lift the arms higher and maybe straightening the legs a little more. Keep that core strong. And then catching behind your thighs, bring the feet to the mat. We're going to take a short shoulder stand. So choose your option for coming into your shoulder stand. And when we're in shoulder stand, we're going to come into a plough, which I think you're all good with. Yeah, perfect. Nice, Joe. So once you're up in your shoulder stand, drop your knees to your forehead so you can then lift the hips higher by pressing up with your hands. Walk your elbows a tiny bit closer in towards each other. Get those hips up, get them lifted. Coming up onto the tops of your shoulders, never turning your head. And breathing. Maybe bring your legs into a deep V. Pull the toes towards you, press the heels away. And then maybe bringing the legs together. Maybe separating them, bringing one leg behind you. Tapping and the other leg. And maybe coming into your full plough if that feels good for you today. Bringing the hands to the mat if your toes touch. Come and have a little look. Nice. Really nice. Keep the breath moving, don't hold the breath. Maybe holding it for another 5 seconds. And then very slowly, very gently, using your hands as brakes, coming out of the pose and giving your knees a little hug into the chest. Taking a little rock from side to side. And then bringing your feet mat width apart. T-shape your arms, drop both knees over to the right, gaze towards the left. hold the pose for a couple of breaths. Feel the stretch all down the left side, down the left thigh perhaps. Inhaling to center, legs over to the other side. Head turn towards the opposite hand. Inhaling to center, bringing your feet hip width apart, crossing your left ankle over right knee, left hand in between the figure of four and take it behind the thighs or in front of the shin, whichever feels more comfortable, and drawing the knee in towards you, stretching out the left glute, the left hip. Maybe taking a gentle rock from side to side. Keep both feet flexed. Want the legs active, but also seeking in a nice cheeky little back massage while we're at it. And releasing the hop bind. Setting up on the other side. Right foot over left knee. Right hand between your legs. And then either behind the thigh or in front of the shin. Whichever feels better for you. A little stretch and a massage at the same time. Flex both feet. And then gently releasing the bind. Releasing your legs, bring your feet to the mat and extend your legs long, setting up for Shavasana. Adjust your hips, adjust your shoulders. We're taking a tiny bit longer in Shavasana today because I think we deserve it. Let your feet drop out to the side. Relax your legs, relax your hips. Relax your back, your shoulders, your arms, your hands. Relax your face, your head. Relax your jaw, your mouth. Long, slow, deep, even breaths. Relax your shoulders. And very slowly, very gently, turn your head to the left and then over to the right and back to the left and back to the right. Draw your belly up and in as you bring your legs together. Point your toes, flex your feet. Lift your arms long up overhead, separate the fingers wide as arms reach long behind you. Press the left side away, the right side away, and then slowly drawing the left knee in, the right knee in, taking a hug, a little rock from side to side. rolling over, using your hands to press yourself up to your comfortable cross-legged seated pose, hands resting on the knees. As you inhale, lifting the spine out of your sacrum, drawing the shoulders away from the ears, a lovely straight spine. Reaching the arms out wide, palms are facing up as the arms lift up, shoulders away from the ears, hands to the third eye, to heart center, and namaste, my lovelies. Thank you for joining me. I hope you found that as relaxing as I did. Enjoy California, my lovelies, and I'll see you again in the week. Caroline, lovely to see you. We must make a walking date for sometime very, very soon. Lots of love to you all. Mwah. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys. Bye. I thought she was only joining for half an hour. That's what she told me.
She must like it.
I feel